Here we go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Season 2 is a trap. Log in.
Come on, you piece of junk.
Holy bro.
It's Hog, baby. This is basically just what I expected to see from Blizzard. Well, maybe except for the Diablo 4 is going on Steam announcement that they have, but this is just about what I expected to see. A bunch of bug fixes, quality of lives, and broken feature fixes in the guise of seasonal content with a mediocre seasonal theme and powers and all that. It's a trap. The reason I say it's a trap, and I get the same
It's because it's clickbait. You're saying it's a trap because it's good clickbait.
feeling. This is exactly what happened in Diablo 3. This is live service in a nutshell. This is really more like live game development is what we're seeing. They're fixing little tiny bits, and we keep going back. All this is a trap to get you to come back for monthly active users. That's literally all this is. Yeah, there's going to be some minor fixes, and they made...
Well, what the fuck else are they supposed to be doing? Making content that's make people not want to come back? I mean, what the... Yeah, that's the... No shit. The people making the game are trying to make you come back and play the game they're making, dude. Yeah, they're monetizing it.
made the horse go a little bit better, but if you push all that aside, okay, it's just little minor things. If you push all that aside, what has really changed in the game? Besides Duriel, which is a recycled...
What they're adding in Uber bosses, right? Adding in multiple Uber bosses, or maybe not Uber's tier bosses, in-game bosses that, you know, you can kill. Yes, they are reusing assets, but they should be. And I said they should be, and I think that's a good thing. Do you think it's not a good thing, Chad, that they spend all this time designing campaign bosses? You do the campaign one time, you never do them again. Do you not think it's a good thing that they're reusing these intricate, well-designed bosses to then put them in as actual bosses? And I'm assuming that I'm making the assumption that they are actually going to be adding mechanics to them and making them more interesting. I think it's absolutely a good thing, right? And they should be doing this, and they are doing it. And that's on top of the fact that they've got the new season mechanic, which, yeah, don't get me wrong, is pretty much held tied too.
asset, which is totally fine. You know, besides a couple other things that they showed us in the PowerPoint presentation, is it really going to hold your interest that long? Because here's the elephant in the room with the vampiric powers. They're what they call them agnostic, which means everybody uses the same thing, which means there's going to be a meta. And guess how boring that's going to turn into real quick. That's going to be a bore.
He seriously, the fact that he's scorning the fact that they're making powers that are not specific, that allow you to combine them in many different ways, whatever that is, like the design we are like begging for, just shows me how out of touch this guy is. Okay, it's like the worst take ever. Literally, it's the worst take ever. I don't know what to tell you. This take is just fucking awful. This is the complete opposite of what we want. Literally the opposite. I mean, if the alternative is they make specific things where it's a set bonus. You play your one class, you've got the one power. You do the one power, you get bored and you quit. Now this way here, guess what? There will be metas, yes, and there will be like the most OP things, yeah. But guess what? You're more likely to use more than just one. And on top of that, in the future when they implement more stuff, if these vampire powers somehow say people really like it, guess what? They can be used in many different ways. If this is the design that we want, we want this design.
Or festival, right? So adding a streamer mode for the 193 channels that stream this, and you know, adding an extra stash instead of a stash tab, and making gems and material. Like, do you notice how ridiculous they go out of their way to do things and make it overcomplicated? We didn't care about having a damn gems go to materials, and then it makes this thing like that's just another way for us to spend more money in the game. Well, gold we're talking about, not real money, gold. But I just...
No, it alleviates the issue was that the gems were constantly dropping and spamming your inventory, and then on top of all the other stuff, it was like kind of hard to micromanage your inventory, and then people didn't like that. So they're like, can you please do something? Yeah, I don't know what he's on about. I don't think anyone was on about that. I think they actually did. I think they solved the problem, but I don't necessarily think the way they're solving it is the best way, but it's a way of solving it.
I just want a tab. I just want a gem tab. All they do is put a gem tab. They can't do that because the code's so fucked. But so that's why we got another, what they say, another stash in every major capital. So what does that mean? 2 extra stashes? So what I wanted to see was changes to the game, right? Because if you don't play season, then none of this matters. And I know a lot of y'all are going to say, well, who doesn't play season?
I'm confused. What? Does he think there's no changes? Like, this is the biggest patch that they've ever implemented in the history of Diablo 4, which obviously doesn't say much because the other patches have been pretty minor, but there are plenty of fucking changes.
There's a lot of people that don't play season. I cruise around still and I check Facebook and I check the forum.
Like, D4 is bad, right? And Season 2 is going to be, I think it's going to be mid. But the fact of the matter is they are stepping in the right direction, and the Season 1 was like a season you logged in and played for 2 days and then quit, whereas Season 2 is going to be a season that you log in and play for hopefully maybe 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, maybe even a week, and then you quit because it's still ultimately there's still massive problems with the game. But the fact of the matter is it's a step in the right direction.
Forums and stuff, and there's people that just don't care to play these lame-o seasons. But there's nothing to add besides a couple bosses that you're going to get bored with, just like y'all got bored of the world bosses. There was no new world bosses.
Well, that's a different conflating world bosses with like instance bosses. It's two different things. Okay, world bosses were a loot pinata to begin with. Everyone said that. I mean, I've been saying that. You go back to my reviews. Everyone understands that pretty much world bosses automatically become redundant like within the first fucking day or two because everyone just overgears it and it's just a fucking meme. These bosses here will hopefully hold player retention higher for longer because A, they're instance, which means they can tune them more difficult, and then on top of that, B, the rewards are going to be superior. So, farming Duriel will hopefully be, a little bit more entertaining. I mean, now I know that, farming bosses that drop an item that you want, for example, farming elders or farming shapers can be a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, they reduce some timers and stuff. That's just number adjustments. I think really what it is I'm really sick of the basic skill, like the generator spender combo. Why couldn't we got some new skills? Why couldn't we have gotten reworked items or sets or like basically what they're doing is they just
what you want sets now? Like bro, these guys takes it just insane. Don't get me wrong, more skills. I'm down for that, 100%. I'm down for that. And ultimately, they probably wasn't within the scope. I'm guessing new skills are going to come with the expansion that's going to be announced at BlizzCon. And they're probably going to save skills as like an expansion per thing. But I mean, set bonuses are fucking dog shit and should never be put into the game. Straight facts.
Just drip feeding us just little content so we'll log on to make sure they hit their monthly active users number, right? Which is another reason why it went to Steam, because they count outside stuff as a separate metric that they can tie in with the monthly active users.
But he is a D4 bad grifter. This guy's a fucking D4 bad, like straight up. Everything is bad. He's painting it absolute. There's nothing good. It's just all bad. This guy's a D4 bad grifter, straight up.
Just gives them more monthly active users for the platform.
They can add in a bunch of shit and he would still say it's bad.
And they're going to just continue to just, hey, here's this, here's this, here's this. And guess what? You get back on the train and you ride it in and you give them the numbers they need. And then the next month, there'll be an XP boost event. And so you'll log on again to see what that is. And then the next month, there'll be the next season. This is just how they're going to keep doing it until the expansion comes, where they're going to give you Monk and Paladin and then a couple of extra things and charge you $50 for it. And then just keep going and going to where we're at about season 9.
No way. It's a business, bro, that just makes money, dude. This is crazy. I mean, it's disgusting, though, that they sell you the base game, then they sell stuff on the shop, and then they also sell the expansions.
And we're like, damn, the game's pretty good. And that's how they do it. It's live service at its finest, live development. This is just a big mousetrap. That's all it is. Because what's going to happen is you're still going to get in there. You're going to play with the same old, same stuff, except for the seasonal powers, which is going to be gone in 3 months. And there's going to be a meta on because
Guess what, bro? If it's shit and nobody likes it, then they won't play it. It'll just die. It's pretty simple, right? If they progressively make the game worse and worse, they'll just run it into the ground and the game will die. Okay, if they make it better and better, people will come back and they will play it. Okay? It's really not complicated.
Across every character in the game, and then you're going to sit here in about a week and you're going to go, well, damn, because it's the same thing with D3. I went back and I played the last season, or the season's going on right now, and I got to 70 and I was like, I'm good. And that's what's going to happen again. But as long as they got their number count for the month, they're good. So again, it's just he managed expectation. 2 hours of live stream for this one live stream. We're gonna have 2 hours the next time, and it was a PowerPoint presentation about broken things in the game, like teleport to the nightmare dungeon. Now puts you in the nightmare dungeon. So basically, they created a problem, and then the next season they fixed the problem. And then they say, "Look how good we did," and everybody eats it up like, "Oh man, it's getting better every time." Well, of course, this is the plan.
It is getting better, though. It is getting better. They didn't. The thing is, they didn't even like the problem they created. They did a band-aid fix, and then they tried to do a better implemented fix. Right? That's what happened. That's what happened. No, dude, I'm not eating it up. I am not eating it up. I think season 2 is going to be mid, chat. I'm saying it now, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think it's going to be mid. And I'm saying it's going to be a few-day thing. But, dude, a few days is better than a literal day or two, whatever the fuck season 2 was. How long did I play season 2 for? I think it was a day or maybe 2. The fact of the matter is, there are some goals that you can set out to achieve, and that's going to be fun to do at least once, maybe twice. Maybe you're going to farm one of them to see if you get the item. That will be something to do.
They're going to do this every time. They did it with D3. They're going to do it with D4. They'll do it with D5. They'll do it with D8. It's just the way it is. But yeah, that's. I mean, I don't need to tell you what happened with it. Everybody knows. A lot of people watched it. It was boring, and yeah, there were some good things, but it's to be expected. There wasn't anything that blew my mind. And Rod talked about that there was going to be so much stuff that it was going to be the greatest season, and it's just more.
Don't listen to anything Rod says, bro. Rod is talking out his ass. Like, don't get baited by Rod. Just look at the actions they take. And the fact of the matter is, they're actually taking some action to make the game better.
More of the same. That's all it is.
Just don't quit gaming, bro. At that point, just quit game. Okay, I'm about to say, Hog, you're a D4 bad grifter. Well, he posted 2. There's another one. Okay, so apparently there's a new Hog gaming video. Hop off the press. Okay, maybe he's changed his mind here.
Come on, you piece of junk.
What?
It's Hog, baby. It ain't no secret that sometimes I can come off as maybe
hater.
A lot of the times I can come off as an unhinged redneck, but I do like to be fair, and this is one of those times where I got to be fair.
Right? He's walking it back? Is he going to walk it back? Wait, is he going to walk it back in the next video?
We're talking about Diablo 4 developer campfire chat live streams, except there's no campfire and there's no marshmallows or s'mores or anything like that, but that's fine. No, I did not stream this, right? We were getting ready for, we're doing preparations for a in real life fishing stream. I'm a fishing guide in real life, fish tournaments and all that good stuff.
That's badass.
I thought that'd be really cool to start bringing y'all once we get the boat geared up. So we were out there testing, driving around. Some of y'all were there for that. That was pretty cool. We still going to do games and stuff at night. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, come do that. We do reacts. We have a really good time because I'm stupid as hell. But anyway, sat down and I said, you know what? I'm going to have a good attitude about this. I'm going to listen and try to ignore the fact that it's PowerPoint and all that good stuff and see what they have to say. So we met Adam Jackson. And hadn't seen this guy before, but like immediately the energy coming off of this live stream, night and day difference from the last one. You know, you didn't have a bunch of guys sitting around pouting, you know, looking like they just completely hate their job. And it's very obvious to other people if you're.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought both live streams were brilliant. I thought they were both amazing. To be honest, I would say the first one to me was far more compelling than the second one. The second one was this one. Okay, never mind. No, the second one was better.
You're passionate about something versus not being passionate about something. So to me, it's very obvious that Adam is passionate about what he's doing. He's passionate about the game, which was nice, unless he's a very good actor, but felt genuine to me. They did some really good changes to items. They, true, pointed out, a lot of them are number changes.
Good.
There were some affixes modified to do damage instead of slow and stuff like that. That's good. The big one for me was resistances are finally fixed. and they're not fixed in a way to where it requires a math degree like Rax and a big brain like DM. Like some of these games, PoE, not trying to talk shit, I love PoE. It is a bigger brain game. Sometimes I sit here and look at that stuff and go, right? Diablo stuff
It's an illusion. It's not. PoE isn't. That's a misconception. It looks complicated, but there's just a lot of stuff. It's just a lot of stuff. It just takes a bit of time to digest it. Really, it's not. It's not.
a little bit easier for myself to ingest and understand. So to see them do a very simple resistance formula, hard cap at 70, plus other items can bring it up, that's cool. They brought all res back to rings and ammies, which it should be there to begin with. Cool. They gave us the ability to target farm. Cool. Now let's talk about that for a second. Disclaimer, you will have to farm certain mats to unlock the area to go kill Duriel, for example. So you're not going to be able to just unlimited run these bosses. You are going to have to go farm those mats, which I'm not going to give an opinion on that. That's whatever. I'll have to play it to give my opinion on it. But the only thing I wish that had happened alongside of this was them fixing the social abilities. But, you know, if you have a Discord or something, it's really easy to get in a group. Like if y'all need a Discord, links in the description for mine. House of Hog went Maui Wild, baby. But, you know, you have to use a third party to get into a group. It is what it is. Hopefully, maybe season 3 they'll fix that. I really love the ability to manage my clan and see who's giving up on the game and who's not and all that. That'd be cool. I'm really not going to touch on the season theme. I've already given my opinion on that, but these are basically changes to the base.
He didn't really give an opinion on it. He just said it's. I mean, he said like one sentence was no changes, and then he just moved on. Like, well, like there hasn't been not much nuance at all. Just default bad, and then he moved on.
Game, so it's very positive. The resistance thing was my biggest damn complaint, and so to see that done is just great.
Wait, Hog Gaming, they said they were fixing resistances in the first live stream as well.
You can achieve it, you know, through Paragon and items and other ways. Okay. Now, they changed damage buckets, which is also really great. Okay, but they keep modifying that, so now I'm gonna have to go and relearn how all that works. I really wish they would.
Where are we completely spun? I don't think those are good changes. I mean, if you check out my video that exists on this YouTube channel, Quinn69 TV, to see my takes on the buckets, but I don't think they're really great changes. I think they're like mid to like a side grade.
Just get rid of stuff like Lucky Hit. I wish they would make vulnerable to where, like, certain builds have a better chance of proccing it. Maybe what I'm digging at is maybe vary it a little bit so there's some support builds that come in. That would be cool. I just don't think we're ever going to see those. That's what I was hoping for, at least personally. And then they use language like the damage that you deal towards monsters, or monsters take X amount of percentage damage from you. You know, that I would love to see that you and your go away so that it can affect, you know, the entire party.
Bro, don't do this. Don't do it. We're gonna have fucking D3 meta, like 3's a DPS, 1 DPS character, fucking Andy shit. It's bro, I don't even, dude, groups are already so OP. There's so much synergy with buffs. Groups are already like what, 2x to 3x better than solo. I fucking hate it, bruv. Hate it.
But those are just little pigs.
Implement SSF. Give us SSF. Why doesn't that exist? They did it in fucking Diablo 3. They're clearly aware of it now, because back in the day, whenever I asked Joe Shelley about SSF, he was like, what is SSF? It's in D3. I don't know why they waited for the game to die to add SSF in. Give us an option to play SSF on Diablo 4. Come on.
You know, like, this is overall great, right? I do want to see the toting a stone from a pedestal type deal. I want that gone. I want those kind of things gone. I want the generator spender gone. Wishing one.
There should be many ways to make a character and many ways to make a build. You shouldn't just totally remove a thing entirely. There should be a generator spender playstyle, right? It's funny though, because he's saying that, and then in this previous video, he was saying he wanted specific items that tell you to do specific things. right? Which that's literally what he's describing is like a set bonus. Is like a generator spender. It is exactly that, right? They make like an archetype of how to play the game, and then you just play what they design for you, instead of being able to create your own setup, right?
One hand, shit in the other, see which fills up faster. Okay? Hopefully season 3, that will be something they tackle, but for now, cool, right? Is it going to be enough to keep us for 3 or 4 weeks? I don't know. Is it going to be enough to make you get another level 100 or your first level 100?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, with the 40% XP buff, bro, with all the changes and considering how fast it was, I think this season is everyone has level 100 in like 3 days, does new shit, and they quit in a week. I think it's a week. I think it's a 1 week league.
To be honest, it's enough to make me check it out, right? And to be real with you, I miss my buddies, right? So I'm hoping, which again, same example I just said a second ago, I'm hoping that, you know, we can get a bunch of guys back together to at least try it out. We've already bought the game. No point in, you know, being obtuse about it, because I do believe there is a fine line between being obtuse and trying something out. Now, if we try it and it's still dog shit, I'll tell you straight up.
There you go.
But we're going to give it a try, reinstall it, see what happens,
I knew
and
that
then if it sucks again.
Spoiler alert, whenever he made this video about like it being a trap, I already knew he was going to play the new fucking season. I mean, because he's grifting.
And we'll uninstall it. I hadn't played it since July 17th. So I think it's time to see what they've done to it and give it an honest chance again, even though I don't agree with the way that they done it, and I don't agree with sneaking this stuff into seasonal content. You know, I don't agree with any of that, but
yeah, I'm gonna predict his next video. Okay, he's gonna play new season. He's gonna kind of like it. He'll make a video saying, "Yo, they made some changes, kind of good," and then the second the hype dies off of like D4 kind of good, he's gonna go back to being D4 bad.
I do want to try it, and I guess curiosity kills the cat, and I'm gonna lose another life. But why not, right? Let's see what happens.
No, I'm consistent.
But anyway, I just wanted to share my opinions with y'all as usual. I just wanted to show y'all that I'm not just I don't know. I guess obtuse is a real good word. I'm really not trying to be obtuse. I try to call it like I see it with this game. Some of y'all think I'm following the trend, even though if y'all remember, I shilled real hard for the game, and then I was the first one fucking crying about the game, and everybody was mad. And now everybody realized, so I'm going to try it. And if y'all don't like it, then that is what it is. Right? But we're going to try it again, see what it is, see what the deal is.
Shameless Hog Gaming.
Y'all are more than welcome to come try it again with me. If not, cool. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I love y'all's support. I love each and every one of y'all. Thanks in the comments. Let me know what you think. Flame me, hate me, love me, whatever the deal is. Hit like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.
Here's Hog Gaming's videos. If you want to like subscribe to Hog Gaming, watch his videos. There's his videos right there.
Because he is God Gamer.